Competence is like truth, beauty, contact lenses is in the eye of the beholder. A very warm good morning to one and all. I am Mehar Deepa from Plus One B Medical. Today I am going to share my views on the topic marks versus competency through a presentation. So without wasting time, let's start the presentation.
First of all, I would like to talk about high marks. In today's era, pressure on students for high marks is due to high parental expectations. This is because with high expectations comes the pressure to meet these expectations. Kids start finding ways to swell up their grades while neglecting the most important aspect of education, that is retaining the knowledge. Instead of focusing on their power to learn, retain knowledge, and interpret the learning, kids start to find out ways to avoid red ink on their report cards. Then we will talk about competency. Competency means skills or specific qualities that are considered desirable for employees to possess. During the recruitment process, questions based on competency are asked and the recruiter will use his or her answers to determine his or her suitability. There are 10 key elements of competency. First is teamwork. Vital for majority of careers because teams that work well together are harmonious and more efficient. Teamwork is essential for success. Second, responsibility. The ability to take on a certain level of responsibility is necessary for most jobs. Candidates that are good at taking responsibility are comfortable making decisions or taking ownership of their work. Third, commercial awareness. More simply, it is about staying up to date with your industry and business in general. This includes marketing trends, customer demographics, technical advances, and the success and failures of competitors. Fourth one is decision making. Decision can often be very complex and the possible outcome very serious. So recruiters will examine whether you can explain the reason behind your decision. Is communication. Excellent communication skills are essential in any role. What employers want to know is you can convey information in such a way that is confident, professional, and easy for others to understand. This might include communicating information to colleagues, dealing with customers, etc. One is leadership. Leadership involves skills like delegating and setting deadlines, but it is also about your leadership style. You will be assessed on how you communicate with others, how you build relationships, and how you handle conflict. Seventh one is trustworthiness and ethics. A person who is trustworthy and aligned with the ethics of the business will build better relationships with existing staff members and enhance team working efforts. They will also be able to build real relationship with customers who will trust that they have their best interests at heart. One is results orientation. If a person is results oriented, they are found on their goals and understand the steps needed to achieve them. Being results oriented is also about knowing how to set goals with steps that are realistic and achievable, whilst also being ambitious enough to increase levels of motivation. Ninth one is problem solving. It is important to demonstrate that when a problem arises, you are able to stay calm under pressure, research possible causes, identify trends, and choose the most relevant solution. So recruiters want to see how you encounter problems. 10th one is organizational skills. In any business, being organized is highly prized. An employer will be looking at how you achieve results by prioritizing workload, effective time management, showing efficiency with resources available, and monitoring progress.
Marks are momentary, but skills can make them stand out in a crowd and take them a long way. It is right to say that competence is not a choice but necessary for the world. So in conclusion, it can make students enable one to work in the competition and stand out different one from the rest of the chunk. Thank you.
Good morning to all. Today, I Pranav Sharma of Class Plus One Non-Medical from CFC Public School, Ludhiana, Punjab. I am here to present a PPT on competency versus percentage. Competency versus percentage. What is competency? Competency is the capability to apply knowledge, skills, and abilities required to successfully perform critical work functions or tasks in a defined work setting. Competency is a measure of both proven skills and proven knowledge. What is percentage? It is a standard method for measuring a student's progress in his or academic year. It can help the student if she motivates himself to get a particular percentage better than his or her previous performance. It can increase one's efficiency with the increase in performance. Advantages of competency. Number 1. Students work on their own pace. Second, flexibility. Third, a ticket to gain real-world experience. Fourth, personalized way of teaching. Fifth, timely support. Sixth, a novelty in assessment and grading. Fifth, a different strategy for communicating progress. Disadvantages of competency. It takes an objectivist approach to learning. Second, it ignores the importance of social learning. Third, it will not fit the preferred learning styles of many students. Advantages of percentage. It is a clear indicator of one's achievements and faults. When relating to learning, it is generally accepted by both students and teachers as it is considered fairer. Second, the existence of percentage is an important factor in determining how much effort students put forth. Third, it also provides information to students for their own self-evaluation. Disadvantages of percentage. Sometimes the pressure of percentage is too much and it itself becomes a distraction in teaching among teachers and learning among students. This may result in risky behaviors like suicidal tendencies and other disorders. Many times, students tend to withdraw from learning upon low grades, and instead of promoting greater effort, it prompts students to blame themselves for the low marks, and a feeling of helplessness to improve prevails. How competency relate to performance. If you want to know what it takes to be a good scientist, entrepreneur, teacher, or anything else, you need to go out into the field. Naturally, there is problem with this approach. The danger here is that you can wind up with very many detailed lists of skills and knowledge elements for any important aspect of job performance. Intelligence tries to make a magic leap from one specialized skill to mental performance in general. Conclusion. According to me, both competency and percentage have advantages as well as disadvantages both, but competency seems to have an upper hand over percentage. The reason behind this is that competency is purely based on one's capability and applied knowledge, whereas percentage can also be pursued by methods such as cramming and cheating.